According to John Muir, the Sierra should not be called the Nevada or the Snowy Range, but the Range of Light because of the glorious floods of light, the sunbursts of morning among the icy peaks, and the thousand dashing waterfalls with their marvelous abundance of irised spray, making it the most divinely beautiful of all the mountain chains. At the top of one of the six of Squaw Valley's highest peaks in the Range of Light, there is a clear, beautiful view in every direction for miles. On one side of your view there is Lake Tahoe, and on the other side there is Donner Lake. Chairlifts come up to the top of the mountain in every direction, dropping off people who travel to the peak of the mountain just to take pictures of the stunning view. Tim Richter, a man who has been skiing for over 40 years, has been to some of the most well-known ski resorts worldwide, such as Park City and Whistler. Tim's first choice resort when wanting to ski locally is Squaw Valley Ski Resort. He says, "The view is breathtaking on a sunny day overlooking the Sierras." Tim likes to challenge himself as a skier and likes how Squaw provides a variety of terrain, from the beginner to the expert, for when he wants a relaxing cruising day or a hard workout. After a long day of skiing with his wife, Tim likes to go to the High Camp Lodge for an espresso coffee before driving home. Tim describes Squaw Valley as a world-class resort in his own backyard. The history of Squaw Valley lies in the meadows and in between the mountains of these Sierras, and holds the history to the formation of this Sierra Nevada range. Members of the Washoe Indian tribe were the first to enter into the mountain range. After traveling into the steep canyons and thick forests of the Sierra, they came across a valley. The Washoe Indian tribe moved into a hunter's paradise where they found deer, elk, marten, and fox in a small, well-protected valley with edible grass where they could make camp for their women and children. The valley developed the name Squaw Valley because the women made this valley a yearly home site. In the 1930s, ski resorts such as Soda Springs and Sugar Bowl began to open in the Sierras. Skiers were increasing in numbers over the years and were constantly looking for new resorts. Wayne Polson, a student at the University of Nevada, Reno, took ski trips to the Squaw Valley and liked it so much he decided to set up a summer campsite and start buying land. With dreams of building a ski resort in the snowy area, Polson met Alex Cushing, a man looking for such a project. Alex Cushing was searching for an area that had the greatest potential, a place like Squaw Valley, to build an establishment, a resort. Cushing started with only several $100,000 and created today what is known to be one of Lake Tahoe's premier ski resorts. Squaw Valley's operations were chaotic in the first 5 years of construction because of many natural disasters. Avalanches took out many lift towers, floods inundated the lodge twice, and in 1956 the lodge burned down and had to be rebuilt. During all of these natural disasters, bids for the 1960 Olympic Games were beginning, and Squaw was one of them. Cushing began the process by writing personalized letters stating his desire to host the 1960 Games to every member of the International Olympic Committee, creating a favorable impression. Cushing was able to win over the United States Olympic Committee. Squaw Valley won the overall bid over Innsbruck 32-30. The Squaw Valley Ski Resort underwent a lot of building and construction to fit the needs of the 1960 Winter Olympic Games, which increased the interest of skiers around the world to come to Squaw Valley in the continuing years. Building a site of such size and magnitude took a lot of responsibility and funding. The cost would have to include hosting 1,200 athletes, 200 officials, and provide accommodations for over 30,000 spectators, which was estimated in a survey to be $5 million. Creating an establishment fit for the Winter Olympics requires meeting the appropriate specification requirements of the events. The demands are refurbished sports facilities, investment in transportation and accommodation, and other expenditures to aid a smoothly running event. The cost of developing the site rapidly grew and eventually reached a grand total of $20 million. When the Olympic ceremony commenced, Squaw Valley became an internationally known ski resort. Squaw Valley Ski Resort today is a lot different from what it was in the 1950s and has grown into a booming alpine community. The resort has 6 mountain peaks and a total of 30 lifts, including a a 110-person tram, and a 28-person gondola. The number of residents in this mountain environment area has increased over the years, and the resort has expanded to fit further accommodations. Over the years, Squaw has added a shopping center, theater, ice skating rink, tennis club, 2 churches, and numerous restaurants and shops to fit the needs of the finest skiers around the world. Squaw Valley has beginner and intermediate terrain, so all ages and abilities can access a sunny upper mountain run or a tree-lined lower slope run. For the advanced skier, there is tough terrain able to accommodate a vast range of abilities. There is a Riviera terrain park and a super pipe next to each other so that a kid who wants to go big and a kid that is not quite ready can both easily be watched by their parents. Off the mountain, all ages can enjoy the entertainment of a shop-filled village, but because roasting marshmallows in a fire pit no longer cuts as a real activity, there are more adventurous pursuits like tubing, triple backflipping on the sky jump, and splashing around in High Camp's mountaintop pool. One of many people's favorite activities at Squaw is their night skiing on the slopes. As home of the 1960 Winter Olympics, Squaw Valley caught the eye of many skiers in not only the United States but also in Europe and in Latin America. Standing at the top of one of 6 of Squaw Valley's highest peaks, you can see a development that has grown into a world-class ski resort from the memorable 1960 Winter Olympic Games.